Good day, YouTube community. It's Dynamo Martinez here today with another video for you guys. Today I'm doing the best under-21 German team. Now, for me to pick these players, these are basically the three things that they have to match in my criteria. Firstly, the player has to be under 21 at the start of a career mode. Meaning, if that player is 22 now, but at the start of a career mode he's 21, then he falls underneath this list. Secondly, the player has to be German in this instance. And third, these players aren't always the highest rated player in their position. These are sometimes changed by my personal opinion. Now, if I believe Müller is better than Robben, I would put Müller there instead of Robben. That's just my opinion, and because I prefer using him. Now, this won't be as drastic as that, but let's go straight into it. Now, starting with our goalkeeper, Timon Wellenreuther. Now, this guy, surprisingly, I barely used him. I think I sold him for about £1 million to some team in Germany. I believe, I can't remember what team it was. He went to 79 potential rating at the end of my second season with RCD Mallorca. I was really surprised because I sold him early and I thought he was not that great at the beginning, but he became monstrous. He became 79 in 2 seasons, which surprised me personally. I think it was a glitch, but with handling, kicking and reflexes all over 70 and his positioning, he's actually not that bad of a keeper. His handling not the best. That's why we have the training regime this year. Fix it up with training regime, he becomes amazing. I rebought him for about 5 to 6 million pounds. It was actually kind of cheap because I don't know what happened. There was a glitch in the game. I don't know what happened. I got him for 6 million pounds. So I got him back in my team. It was absolutely amazing for the first 6 games of the season. Got injured because I simulated a game because I wasn't that interested in the cup. And boom, injured, out of the rest of the season. Well, not really. He was out for 4 months. But he's just an amazing player. Now up is our right back, Matthias Ginter, the man from Dortmund. Defensive type of fullback in my opinion. Good strength, good interception, good heading accuracy, good marking, slide tackle and stand tackle. All defensive stats. He has good short passing so he can play from the back as well, and good crossing as well so he can be an outlet when you attack. But he's more defensive in my opinion because his dribbling and acceleration and sprint speed doesn't really match my personal criteria for a player I prefer as a more attacking fullback. He's a more defensive type of fullback in my opinion. Very good in defense. Nothing much to say about him because you're going to have to try him out yourself and see how you want to use him. Maybe as an attacker, maybe more as a defender. I prefer using him as a defender, but that's just my opinion. You have to try this guy out yourself and give your personal opinion on him. He's worth about £6 million in my opinion. So now, next up is one of the centre backs, Niklas Sule. Niklas Sule. Now this guy from Hoffenheim, worth £10 million. Absolutely an animal defender. 79 overall, 19 years of age. He's marking, slide tackle, stand tackle, interception and strength all over 80, as well as his heading accuracy. Those are just major stats if you're a defender. Looking at those stats, he's very good at defense. Not the best at shooting, not the best at passing, not the fastest player in the game, but he is really strong. He's really good. He's a very solid center back. I like pairing him up with a faster center back just so that this guy has someone to rely on in some instances. But he is very good when it comes to headers, but he's not the best player in my opinion with heading accuracy even at 80. Now our last center back of this video is Jonathan Tah from Bayer 04, so I didn't move him. Now I used him in my Leverkusen season. He was absolutely brilliant. I can't believe I got him to about 89 potential. He has 88 or 87 potential rating, but I got him to 89. His heading accuracy was at 99. I really abused it because early on in the game, this guy was just absolutely amazing at corners. So I said, why not make it even better? 99 heading accuracy is what I got him to with the training regime's help. Remember that not all these stats will become amazingly high. You're going to have to use the training regime as well. So I used that. He became absolutely amazing at heading accuracy. Scored goals left, right, and center. With strength at 91 already, he bossed them in the opposition box and his own box. And 71 jumping as well. He already jumped higher than most players. And his heading accuracy just made him amazing. Now this guy is not the fastest player, but he has enough pace to handle himself. Very solid overall, good defender. He can pass the ball here and there. Great player, my favorite centre back in the game. Buy him if you believe me. You don't have to believe me, but try him out at least. See how good this guy can be for you. 88 potential rating is one of the highest potential ratings in my opinion in this game. The 90 is the highest. So 88 is nothing to laugh about with this guy. Next up is Mitchel Weiser. This guy from Hertha Berlin is actually supposed to be playing in the left back position. He's an attacking fullback. He's playing in left back because there wasn't any left backs for me to pick. Now he's very attacking minded fullback in my opinion, because as you guys can see, his stats as a defender are not the greatest, but he's a very good attacking minded fullback. He crosses in quite decently, great pace, good sprint speed, can dribble as well, so he gets past these opposition wingers and fullbacks and bangs them in to the box, and I just have to tap them in 10 times out of like 50. So now next up is right mid Leroy Sane. Do I need to speak about him? No, because he's from Schalke, and like most of these players end up being from Schalke later on in the list. 92 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, 83 dribbling. He's an extremely sweaty player. Extremely sweaty player. I abuse him on the right mid position. He scores me goals from outside of the box. He cuts in, shoots. I place one-touch football in the opposition half and penalty box with this guy. He's just absolutely amazing. But he kind of like went off with these potential rating. It only went up to 84. His potential rating is 87. So I was really surprised, but it was still good for me, so that really didn't bother me. Now he plays for Schalke. I don't want to talk about him because he's one of the more well-known players in the team. Next up is also should be one of my favorite players in the game. Do I need to say anything more besides you just look at those stats and tell me what's wrong with him? Besides these penalties, what's under 64? Really, all his stats, nearly all of his stats, important stats as a central midfielder is higher than 70. Look at that. 84 sprint speed is his best stat, but his lowest stat is 51 penalties. And then after that is 64 finishing. He's not a goal scorer, an out and out goal scorer, but he's overall amazing player. One of my favorite players in the game. Get him. Look at those stats. I don't need to talk about him anymore. Just try him out. Use him. He has 86 potential rating. Definitely can go higher than that with the training regime. Try him out. I'm not going to say more. Carry on with Julian Brandt. Do I need to say anything about Julian Brandt either? He has 88 potential rating. One of the highest ones in the team. Tied with Jonathan Tah. I am correct. Also plays for Bayer 04. Goretzka for Schalke. Now this guy is a goal scorer in my opinion. I scored about 12 goals in my first season with this guy. I really enjoyed scoring goals with him because he was actually very, very good. He had the height to score headers, even though his heading accuracy is poor. But I did sweaty headers, just tap in headers. This guy scored. Dribbling, quite good. So he just was just amazing. I don't know. His stats don't show it, but he's just the type of player you just enjoy using. And he gets better as you progress in the game. He's only 19 years of age with 88 potential. So he will grow. His stats may not show it now, but he will grow. I can only tell you that much about him because I sold him in my first season. So I say get him out and try him out yourself. He's one of the highest rated potential players in the game. Get him, use him, play with him. Tell me your results in the comments below. Next up is Maximilian Meyer. 79 rated, has been since he was 17 in FIFA. Potential rating of, if I'm correct, 87, which I don't think is that great at 87. I got him up to 90. He was absolutely amazing cam. He passed the ball. I think he had perfect playmaker. He had the best. I think it was a goal specialist, complete midfielder. He was absolutely amazing. He passed the ball well. He scored goals. He ran quite decently with 83 acceleration. So he did burst. He had good bursts of speed here and there whenever I ran with him. Good curving. And well, the only bad thing about the guy is that I really like having my playmakers score my free kicks. So that was kind of the only drawback of me having him. But I enjoyed using him as my cam. He was one of my 2 cams in this game. He was one of my more favorite cams, because the next one is Julian Draxler. My second cam, this guy has been here for so long, I'm just getting tired of seeing him here. His potential is 87. He plays for Wolfsburg now. Costs £20 million. Very good overall stats there. A lot of 80s with passing, shot power, long shots, ball control, dribbling, reactions, agility, vision. Even volleys is at 80. This guy is a finishing cam. He can play on the left and the right. Don't want to talk about him because he's been in FIFA so long that if you guys are just starting FIFA, now you learned about him. Check out Julian Draxler. And for all those veterans of who've played FIFA, we already know about this guy. Now next up is Timo Werner, the boy from Stuttgart. He's linked with a fair bit amounts of Premier League teams. Sweaty striker, 90 sprint speed, 91 acceleration. He and Leroy Sane are my favorite players when it comes to counter-attacks. This guy has good dribbling, good finishing in my opinion for a 74 rated striker. He gets 84 potential. He's an amazing striker. He's sweaty. He gets past players. He does what I need from him. He may not be the most flashiest, but he does his job as a striker. 27 goals in my first season with him. And I think he scored only 20 or 19 goals around that area in my second season. Now I used this guy early on in career mode when FIFA just came out. So I'm a bit hazy with Timo Werner, but he is one of my favorite strikers in the game. Check this guy out. Use him, try him, see how you like him. And I'm telling you, if you really like having a pacey striker who plays in the last man, you found him right here. Jonathan, guys, could have easily replaced Leon Goretzka. Also from Schalke, worth 12 million pounds. Now I bought him for 15 million pounds. That's because I don't know why. They just said 15 million pounds or no go. So I bought him. Very solid stats all over the board. Amazing. The thing is, I like Leon Goretzka because in my opinion, I enjoy using him better. Jonathan, guys, has all-round amazing stats. Amazing free kick taker. Possibly a playmaker with 90 curve, 88 shot power, 88 crossing, 82 vision. He's technically the playmaker of this team at the CDM position. He's an overall stunning player with all those stats. But I just preferred Leon Goretzka in the game. That's just the way I played. I just preferred him. Now that's basically an instance of my preference. Johannes, guys, has actually 87 potential rating. So he's very good. And his stats don't lie. He's very good. But I just didn't like playing with him. That's just my opinion. Now Bernd Leno is just that goalkeeper. I just kept him just in case Wellenreuther was not good enough. Julian Weigl from Dortmund, didn't use him at all in any of my career modes. He just got to 80 just sitting on the bench. So I just thought, let me add him in the team just to add a bit of meat. Now, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more. And comment if you have any ways of me improving my videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon.